Welcome in, everyone, back to the Murphy Center as the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers get set to take on the Bartlett Lady Panthers in the Class 4A state semifinals. This is the Rico pregame show. I'm Jacob Vincent, joined by Noah McKay for today's broadcast here on Media Row in Murfreesboro. And our broadcast today is presented by the Turner Toe Pros, our newest presenting sponsor. And we appreciate Tyler Turner and his newest company for being the presenting sponsor here of the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. If you need anything towing, reach out to the Turner Toe Pros, 615-487-4368. We'll hear more about them throughout the broadcast today. The Cookeville Lady Cavaliers back into the semifinal round for the fourth time in the last 5 years. They have never made the state championship game. They're going to try to do that for the first time today. These two teams met last year in this semifinal round, and Bartlett won it 55-43 in a game that Cookeville could not get the lid off of the rim. They shot 23%, attempted 67 shots from the floor. They turned Bartlett over 26 times and could not get the job done. They beat them earlier this season in the second game of the regular season in a close game in Cookeville. They've already seen them once. There's not any secrets between these two teams. We know Bartlett is very, very tall. They're going to try to get the ball inside to Samaya Jones and Faye Williams, and Anaya Bailey is going to try to score from outside and defend you tough for these Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. Going to be a little bit short-handed today, possibly. Tanaya Dirksen, a game-time decision, is dressed out, but she is not feeling great after injuring her ankle yesterday in the win against Page. It should be a fun opportunity for these Lady Cavaliers here in the semifinals, Noah.
It should be it's a huge opportunity for them. And this is the mountain that they have been unable to climb. We talked about it with White County and Coach Dodge. And the only thing Jamie Gillis has not done is coach on a Saturday in a state championship game. This is the group. They feel like they've got the group. They've been the group to finally get over the hump. And this year is the first time they've been in this tournament where there is not some feeling of an insurmountable force somewhere. They feel like they can compete. It's a Cookeville team that can compete, and if they play their best, they've got a really good chance to play for a state championship tomorrow.
If you're tuning in on Facebook or YouTube, please hit the share button on Facebook. Make sure you comment along. Let us know where you're watching from and like the stream on both sides. Today's broadcast is presented by the Turner Toe Pros, the newest towing business in the Upper Cumberland, family owned and from the Upper Cumberland. If you need help towing whatever you would need to be towed, they can absolutely help you out. The Turner Toe Pros, they don't just tow vehicles, they help people. You can reach out to them at 615-487-4368. This is the Rico pregame show. The Bartlett Lady Panthers are 28-10 on the season as we get you ready for tip-off coming up in just a little bit. Let's bring you the starting lineups for both sides. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, it will be the Bartlett Lady Panthers. Same starting lineup in their quarterfinal win against Bearden, 77-74. It'll be number 2, a junior, Anaya Bailey. A sophomore, number 10, is Aaliyah Davis. A senior, number 11, is Kaylin Sheffield. A senior, number 25, is Faye Williams. And a senior, number 31, is Samaya Jones. Once again, for the Bartlett Lady Panthers, Samaya Jones, Faye Williams, Kaylin Sheffield, Aaliyah Davis, and Anaya Bailey. For the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers, they are 29-4 on the season. Got a win against Page yesterday in the quarterfinal round. For head coach Jamie Gillis, there is a change in the starting lineup. Senior number 1 is Carolee Gilbert. A senior number 3 is Allie Gillis. A sophomore number 11 is Sadie Garrett. A sophomore number 12 is Lauren Gillis. And a senior number 30 is Charlie Roby. Once again, for the Lady Cavaliers, Carolee Gilbert, Allie Gillis, Sadie Garrett, Lauren Gillis, and Charlie Roby. So Tanaya Dirksen not starting in today's contest. Injured her ankle in yesterday's game against Page. Did not return after the injury. Not getting the start today. She is dressed. She has a brace on the ankle, but we'll see if she's able to make an appearance here in this contest today. The Cookeville Lady Cavaliers in their home white uniforms will be moving from right to left. The Lady Panthers in their royal blue road uniforms moving from left to right. And you look at this Bartlett squad, they have size. 2 players at 6 foot or above in Faye Williams and Samia Jones. And Samia Jones was absolutely dominant in the paint last season in the semifinals. She had 15 rebounds, and Bartlett was able to out-rebound the Lady Cavaliers 42-33 in that contest a year ago. The big thing for Cookeville here in this ball game, they just got to hit shots, something they were unable to do last year. They got into a 15-point hole and were unable to dig themselves out of it. Ended up losing by 12 in the final score, 55-43. Bartlett has made 3 straight state title games, and they have lost 3 straight state title games to Bradley Central. Bradley Central is no longer in this 4A state tournament. They got bludgeoned by Sevier County yesterday.
That's crazy.
Sevier County will play Blackman in the next semifinal. We'll see who's able to make the championship game in this first 4A semifinal.
Well, Jacob, 2 up, 2 down. Upper Cumberland girls basketball flexing already. Let's go 3 for 3. Once again, if you're from Bartlett, turn it off. We are not here for you today. We want Cookeville to win this basketball game, and you will know it by our call. This is UCR, baby. This is what we do. It's Super Bowl week. It's time for the Lady Cavaliers to get over the hump and play for a gold ball. What do you say?
Faye Williams and Allie Gillis meet center circle officials ready to go here at MTSU. We are underway in the glass house. Ball is tipped, and Bartlett is able to secure the opening possession. This is Bailey driving right side, picked up by Charlie Roby, who scored 25 points in the game last year. I beg your pardon, 20 points, but she also attempted 25 shots in the game last year. Here's Bailey on the drive. Will kick it back up top into the hands of Davis for the first time on the left wing as Bartlett works left to right as you listen and visualize. Now Bailey back on the left side with a right-handed dribble, brings it back to the middle of the floor. 30 seconds in here to this contest. On the drive, Bailey is bumped, fouled. She finishes, and she'll be at the line for 1.
All right, listen. It's the same crew from yesterday's game. And this ref being in a state tournament is insane. That's a terrible call. Charlie Roby did nothing. She made no contact.
It's the first personal foul on Charlie Roby, unfortunately, for the Lady Cavaliers. And Bailey is at the stripe, cannot complete the three-point play. That was a foul on Faye Williams that they let go. And the Cavaliers are able to pick up the rebound.
And Lauren Gillis is guarding Faye Williams in the half court. That is a matchup to watch. Can Lauren poke some things free and not allow them to get established in the low block? That is a big key for Cookeville in this game.
Roby sets up the offense between the circles as the Cavaliers move it from right to left. 7:09 remaining here in this first quarter. They trail 2-0. Roby out near the half-court circle, creates some separation and resets the offense. Dribbles here to the left side, just looking for a little bit of help now. Carolee Gilbert will touch it for the first time. Gilbert being defended tightly by Sheffield. Steps through, picks up, and turned it over. Stepping out in front, Caitlin Sheffield keeps it herself, takes it to the other side. Good defense by Allie Gillis, missed the shot, and the Cavaliers have the basketball again. Here comes Allie Gillis, who will drive right lane side. Nice shot fake, got Williams in the air, but cannot get the finish. Rebounded by Gillis, kicks it back up top to Roby, and Cookeville will slow it down. Charlie Roby will put the ball on the deck with the right hand and throw it to Gillis. She'll fire it away from outside, missed it short. Garrett cannot save it back in, and it will be Bartlett basketball back the other way with 6:28 remaining here in this first quarter.
Probably not the shot Cookeville wanted. That was a deep 3, NBA range 3 pretty early in the possession after getting a second chance on the glass. The good news is Cookeville crashed the glass. 3 Lady Cavs would have had that rebound.
Inside, Jones catches for the first time. She is tied up, and a foul is whistled on the Lady Cavaliers. Gillis tried to tie the basketball up. And it's going to be a foul whistled on Allie Gillis. That is her first. She was in foul trouble all day yesterday and foul trouble all day against Green Hill in the sectional round. And already at the line for the second time here in the first quarter are the Bartlett Lady Panthers as Samia Jones will step to the stripe. Her first is on the way, and it is good. So the senior knocks down her first point. Once again, today's broadcast is presented by the Turner Tow Pros. You see their logo, top left-hand corner of your screen. Whatever your towing needs, they're going to help you out in any way possible, and they're going to take care of you. Family-owned and operated business in the Upper Cumberland. Second free throw is no good from Jones. And it is Cookeville basketball trailing 3-0. 6:09 remaining here with the first. Here's Gillis top the key. We'll give it back out to Roby near the half-court circle as Cookeville tries to get the offense going, trailing by 3. Roby drives right side, cut off by Bailey, puts it back on the deck, spins around and hands off to Lauren Gillis. She'll drive inside, back it up, and hand off to her sister Allie here on the near sideline. Allie crosses over, trying to drive, gets past her defender, goes up with the right hand, and finishes for 2. Allie Gillis finds her first basket of the ball game, and that is good for the Lady Cavaliers. She's only had 7 points each in the last 2. Jones got position inside and finishes for 2. Lauren Gillis tried to front her, and it didn't help.
The only chance against Cookeville is they've got to deny that inlet, and that's exactly why you saw Lauren do what she did there. If she gets it on that spot, it's too easy.
Carolee Gilbert misses the jumper. Out to Lauren Gillis and around to Allie. Wide open for 3. She's got it. The Whitetail Properties 3 for Allie Gillis ties it up at 5. 5:18 remaining here with the first.
Big time shot for Allie Gillis. In rhythm 3, that one much better.
Here's Jones in the post, defended by Gillis. Gillis trying to put up a little bit of pressure, cannot do so. Jones goes up and in for 2 more. She has the huge physicality factor inside, both with the size and able to go through Gillis. This one picked off by Jones. It's out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Lady Cavaliers on the far sideline right at midcourt.
Feels like Cookeville's just going to have to outscore them.
Yep.
Because no Tanaya Dirksen, at least for now, we don't anticipate her playing. If for Cookeville to win this game, Jones is going to get a lot inside. They're just going to have to go score for score. The good news is they're fully capable of doing that, but they're going to have to shoot the ball very well in this game.
7-5 start for Bartlett. Cookeville basketball. 4:46 to play in the first. Roby at the free throw line. Stops, steps through, right hand, off the window and down. Charlie Roby's got her first basket of the ball game, and we're tied again at 7.
And Bartlett is not disciplined in the defensive end. You're going to get open shots. They just didn't make them last year. They're making them early on today.
Right side pass into the corner it goes. An open look on the way from Davis is in and out, no good, and that's going to be the first foul called on Samia Jones. They got to take advantage of that. Lauren Gillis had a great box out. Jones went through her back and picks up her first foul.
And every time it does not go in to Jones, that's a win on the possession for Cookeville. Even if they make a three, if the offense does not flow through her, that is very good for Cookeville today.
No, they've got Faye Williams as well. She's also a good post player, kind of the more athletic post player. Jones more of a center. Here's Gillis on the inbounds. They've been going up against the full court pressure, and they're able to break it easily. Gilbert across the timeline, races ahead to the right side, and she is fouled. That's going to be the first foul called on Bartlett, and this one is whistled on Aaliyah Davis, her first. Callie Gilbert checks into the game for the first time. How about the game she had in the quarterfinals? 16 for Gilbert, and hit some big-time shots. 7-7 early on, 4:20 remaining in the first. Roby inbounding right baseline, bounces into Allie Gillis, drifts into the corner, being defended by Faye Williams. Gillis trying to drive past her, gets inside. Gillis, right hand, gets the finish and one. Gillis will step to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line for one. Faye Williams picks up her first personal.
What is Cookeville's advantage in this game? Their speed. That's a great play. Bring everybody to the left side of the floor. Let Allie float out on the wing. She's already hit a three, so they got to step out to her, and then just one-on-one with the speed. Forget about it. See if she can convert the and one. That is great offense, and Allie Gillis in her bag early on in the Murphy Center.
Amari Booth, Taylor Miller, and Harmony Brooks all check in for Bartlett. They will play 10 girls in this contest as Gillis is good at the line. It's a three-point play, and Cookeville leads by 3 early on, 10-7. 4:05 remaining here with the first. There's a kick on the right side into the newly checked in. We'll get the number one again. That is Booth. She had a big day yesterday off the bench. 20 points and only played 17 minutes. There's a kick, drive, getting inside. Right-handed shot is up and good for Anaya Bailey. It's her second score. She's got 4 points.
Yeah, yes, we talked earlier the defensive war between Sparta and Cott County. Not this one. Offense galore incoming between these two teams.
10-9. Cookeville leads by 1. 3:37 remaining in the first. They're now face guarding Allie Gillis. They don't want to let her get any separation. Roby's got the basketball, hands it off to Callie Gilbert on the right wing, and back up top here to Kara Lee. Kara Lee being defended by Miller out between the circles on the MT logo. Will throw right side. Tough catch for Lauren Gillis in the corner. Puts it on the deck with a left-handed dribble. Spins around, throws right side. Gilbert, head fake on a three. Drives in. Floater is no good. Bounces off the back of the iron. Picked up by Kara Lee. Back up and good. And she got fouled. Kara Lee Gilbert will be at the stripe for one with 3:12 remaining in the first.
Great finish by Kara Lee Gilbert. Really similar play. Get him out on the island. Little head fake. Defender leaves her feet. Drive to the spot. Finish it off the glass. Just tremendous play by Kara Lee. And you said face guarding Allie, and I thought to myself, all right, it's Kara Lee's turn to go crazy.
Yeah, Kara Lee Gilbert, second leading scorer on this team this season, have been averaging 17 points per game here in the postseason. She knocks down the three-point play, and Cookeville extends their lead to 4. 3:10 remaining here in our first quarter, presented by the Turner Toe Pros.
I love this matchup with the two bigs on the bench for Cookeville. I mean, they're flat out the better team with this 5, and they don't have a matchup disadvantage that they have when the two posts are out there for Bartlett, but they can't play 32 minutes.
Defense parts, kick out, right side three on the way is good. Kaylin Sheffield knocks down the bucket. She got left loose, and the lefty puts it through. 13-12. Cookeville leads by 1 with 2:45 to play here in the first. Roby will bring it across the timeline. Double team Cubs. She tosses off to Lauren Gillis. A nice head fake. She'll drive inside. Blocked from behind. Good defensive play there by the Lady Panthers as Harmony Brooks was able to swat it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Cavaliers underneath with 2.5 to go here in this first quarter.
And that's going to happen today. You just got to play the next play. They're going to get some blocks. They're going to get some emphatic rebounds. You just got to get to the next play.
Inbound goes to Allie Gillis. Allie with the left-handed dribble. Thought about flying it away. Hands off Roby on the dribble now towards the top of the key. Roby gets to the free throw line. Kicks to Callie Gilbert. Fakes on a three. Puts it on the deck and back out to Roby. Saves it from going into the backcourt just barely as Coach Gillis throws an X up in the air and resets the offense. 2:20 to play here in the first. Roby out near the half-court line with a left-handed dribble. Hands off to Carolee Gilbert here on the near sideline, left side of the floor. Screen set by Lauren Gillis. Gilbert uses it, drives to the right side, kicks it back to Lauren. Fakes on the three, tries to penetrate. Now will fly away the three. A little bit short, and it's rebounded by Booth. She'll bring it ahead for Bartlett. Booth racing ahead in the lane, puts it up with the right, missed it, got her own rebound, back up, and good for Amari Booth.
Great opportunity for Cookeville to take a charge there. She was barreling in. There was no slowing her down. Get in front, take the contact, probably going the other way.
Amari Booth, 20 points, 9 rebounds. Carolee Gilbert from way downtown, just a little bit short. And then a foul is going to be whistled on her sister on the rebound attempt, as Callie Gilbert almost went through the back. She picks up her first.
I regret to inform you that from way downtown has been trademarked by me, so you owe me a royalty.
That's why I didn't put as much emphasis into it.
You owe me a royalty on that one.
1:43 remaining here in this first quarter. 14-13. Bartlett back on top by 1 after the bucket on the other end. It'll be Bartlett basketball. Back and forth we go here in this first quarter. The good thing is the Cavaliers are getting some shots to fall, unlike they were last year in this semifinal round. And obviously, they've already beaten this Bartlett team early on this season, 51-47.
Yeah, they're fine. This is a basketball game. Settle in. They belong on this floor. No question about it. They can win this.
On the drive, Jones has it stripped free by Garrett, out of bounds, and that's Cookeville basketball. Garrett came down on the basketball off of Jones's leg and out. Great defensive play, and Cookeville's got it again.
Tremendous play. And again, how do you neutralize size with speed and quick hands? That's part of that speed.
So Carolee Gilbert brings it ahead against a soft full court pressure. Allie Gillis now driving to the basket, tried to dump it off to Sadie Garrett. It got deflected out of bounds as two defenders converged on Gillis. It stays with the Lady Cavaliers with 1:15 remaining here in this first quarter. They trail by 1. Roby inbounds to Callie Gilbert, kicks right side. Carolee from outside, lets it fly and hits the Whitetail Properties 3 for Carolee from the right wing.
Carolee Gilbert from way downtown splashes it home.
16-14, Cookeville back on top by 2, and they're in a zone defense. It appears possibly maybe a matchup zone. They're really trying to front Jones inside. Under a minute to go here in the first. On the drive, Bailey trying to get some separation. 5-second count is on. She barely got the pass away. Jones tosses off. Brooks, shot no good. Rebound down to Cookeville. Gilbert with the basketball. 45 seconds remaining here in the first, and a 2-point lead. Carolee Gilbert defended by Booth. Drives it right side, hands off Garrett. Garrett kicks to Callie Gilbert. She'll penetrate inside, gets through the defense. The right hand falls through. Hit the heel and went down. And Callie Gilbert has her first score with 28 seconds remaining in the first. Bartlett back the other way. Bailey flips it back. Booth now on the penetration. Left hand, no good. Rebound, and a foul whistled on Bartlett. We're going the other way. Samia Jones just picked up her second.
And it's both times where Cookeville has been able to get to the position, gets the box out, and instead of just going straight up, which she can in her size, she's leaning forward. It's an easy call for the official. Cookeville's doing a great job neutralizing the size early on, and 2 free throws on the other end for Sadie Garrett.
It's the 15th foul on the Lady Panthers. It's the second foul on Jones, the post player inside. And Sadie Garrett, the sophomore, will step to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line for 2 tries. Her first in and out. What a start in this first quarter for the Lady Cavaliers, kind of weathering the early storm. Upper Cumberland teams have not gotten off to great starts here in the state tournament, but they have won a lot of ball games, and they're ahead right now by 4 points with 21 seconds to go in the quarter. Second free throw is good. As Garrett splits a pair, Cookeville leads by 5, 19-14, 19 seconds remaining in the first. Slowly bringing the ball ahead is Sheffield for the Lady Panthers across the timeline left side. Picked up by Roby. Williams will set a screen. Sheffield, top of the key, 3 is on the way. It's good. Nothing but net for Kaylin Sheffield. Her second make. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Gilbert racing ahead. Gilbert to the basket with the right. She has it. Carolee Gilbert right to the basket. Puts it up and in before the end of the first. And Cookeville leads by 4. 21-17 at the end of 1. It's the Class 4A state semifinals, and it's presented by the Turner Tow Pros on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookeville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here to the Glass House. I'm Jacob Vincent, joined by Noah McKay. So glad to have you along today, live on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. Cookeville leads after 1, 17. Want to take a moment here to shout out our title sponsor today in the Turner Tow Pros. 615-487-4368, the newest towing business in the Upper Cumberland, family owned and operated. One of our good friends in Tyler Turner, who has helped us out with the broadcast. He is the owner of that business, and if you need anything towed, whatever you need, they can help you out. Reach out to him. Once again, that number, 615-487-4368. Cookeville starts with basketball first here in the second quarter. Moving from right to left, they lead by 4. Carolee Gilbert, Allie Gillis combining for 16 points in the first, and an offensive foul is called on Sadie Garrett on a moving screen. It's her first, and Bartlett will get the basketball back.
And the scoreboard is coming. If it's a little delayed, it's because the internet in here stinks this week. It's usually really good. It's been awful this week, but we're connected via our router, so we're good, but the scoreboard may be delayed.
21-17 right now, no score in the second quarter so far. This is Bailey for Bartlett. We'll kick it on the right side to Miller. Wraps it inside Williams. Got pretty good position, too deep in the paint. And Faye Williams finds her first score of the ball game. Allie Gillis had it defensively. Just had to stay straight up. 21-19 now, 7:22 to play here in the second quarter. Cookeville has the basketball. Roby up top, sets up the offense with a waist-high right-handed dribble. Drifts to the right side and bounces off to Gillis on the wing. Defended tightly by Miller. The face mask and all. Gillis drives in and kicks around. Lauren Gillis fires the three. It's a little bit strong. The rebound is down to the Lady Panthers. Miller will try to toss it ahead to Williams on the run. Off the window and good. Faye Williams running the floor. Finds her second score. She's got a quick 4 points. And it's tied up. 21 all. 6:53 remaining here in the second quarter.
They're going to make their run. Cookeville, they got a really good look in the half court. And they keep playing and moving the basketball the way they had. They'll have their opportunities to get back in the scoring column.
How about these percentages? Cookeville 50%. Bartlett 69% to start the basketball game. A nice start to the game for both sides. Here's Charlie Roby on offense now for the Lady Cavaliers in a tie game. Drives in left side out to Carolee Gilbert. 6.5 to play here in the second quarter. Carolee will back it up. Defended by Booth. Now she drives in. Carolee left hand. No good. Too strong. And the rebound down to Faye Williams. Bartlett will push the other way. Booth will throw it ahead on the right side. This is Davis with the basketball, trying to get inside. Left hand off the window, no. Rebounded by Roby. Now Cookeville trying to run, and that's going to be a foul called on Taylor Miller. Just stepped in front of Charlie Roby and picks up the blocking foul.
You know what's amazing about the state tournament and just basketball in general? The most emphatic whats and head shakes are the obvious foul. Obviously a block. She was nowhere near legal when the contact was made, and she was just incredulous about the fact that she got called for a foul.
You're correct. Davis checks in for Miller, who picks up her first personal. Actually, that was her second, so she comes off. She's got 2. Jones has 2. Callie Gilbert with the basketball here. 5-second count is on. She's got to get it away. That's a 5-second call, and it was poked free. She actually got helped by Davis there, who poked it free right before the 5-second violation. Now Allie Gillis with the basketball on the drive. Nice pass fake. Left hand good for Allie Gillis. Good to see Gillis back into double figures. 7 points each in the last 2 games. She's already got 10. At the other end, the shot is missed by Bartlett. That was almost a foul on Williams. Cookeville on a run out. Allie Gillis racing to the other side is going to be fouled, and we'll have 2 shots. No, they're going to call it on the floor. 5:38 to play here in the second, and Cookeville will inbound along the baseline left side.
I have a question. On what planet is that not a shooting foul?
That's a tremendous question.
Did he think she was just going to run out of bounds?
I don't. I guess so. That's the only way you call that a foul on the floor. Callie Gilbert comes off as Carolee is back in. Charlie Roby will inbound underneath along the baseline. Tosses into Garrett at the elbow. Right side to Gilbert. And it's picked up well by the Panthers. 5.5 remaining here in the second quarter. Cookeville leads by 2 in the Class 4A state semifinals. Roby out near the half-court line. Tosses right side. Garrett catches on the perimeter. Drives inside. Has a lane. Right hand. Cannot get the finish. Had a look. Just couldn't get it to go down. Now on the other end, pushing the pace. Bartlett with a basketball, just tossing it up near the rim, not getting it to go. Wasn't a great look there from Davis. Just tossed it up, and Cookeville's got it back. Here's Gilbert on the left wing, picked up defensively by the Lady Panthers. Now up top it goes to Allie Gillis between the circles. Gillis crosses over, drives in, kicks out. Garrett, skip pass. Lauren Gillis fakes on a 3, puts it on the deck, and back up top to Charlie Roby. Under 5 to go here in the first half. And a 2-point lead for the Lady Cavaliers.
That last possession, Carolee Gilbert actually got a hand on that one. That's why it went straight up to the moon. She put her hand on top of the ball, and then they just chucked it up trying to get a foul.
Allie Gillis from way outside again. Can't get the bank, but she gets her own rebound, drives it inside, kicks it out to Roby. Fakes on the 3. She'll drive the 14-foot floater in and out and went halfway down. And Williams a strong rebound, and that's a hard foul by Allie Gillis. Trying to go for the steal, and Amari Booth got in the way.
Yeah, she was going for the steal, but Booth kind of had her head down and turned right into it. And she's okay, but stiff shot.
That's the second foul now on Allie Gillis. She'll check out as Callie Gilbert is in, and here comes Samia Jones back into the basketball game for Bartlett. She's going to be playing with 2 personal fouls with 4:34 remaining here in the second quarter.
Well, I think part of that is because Allie Gillis came off the floor, and she is a big presence in the post for a Cookeville team. Very undersized, even more so in this game.
Inside, Jones is fouled by Sadie Garrett. And so Samia Jones will be at the stripe for a couple of tries with 4:22 to play here in the second quarter in a 2-point ball game. Garrett will pick up the personal foul. That is now her second.
And I'm absolutely okay with that if I'm Jamie Gillis. You made the foul, go make her earn it at the free throw line, I should say, with 2.
These 2 teams on the floor, so much experience here in this state tournament. Bartlett, this is their 11th game played in the last 4 years, and obviously the Lady Cavaliers have been in the semifinal round 4 out of the last 5 years. So for these seniors, it's 3 out of the last 4. And free throw good by Jones. So nerves not an issue here in this one between these 2 sides. Free throw no good on the second, tapped out on the rebound and out of bounds. It'll belong to the Lady Cavaliers. They lead by 1, 23-22, 4:19 remaining here in the second quarter. For Bartlett, they're playing for a lot. There's no more Bradley Central on the other side. Bartlett has made the state championship game 3 years in a row and have not been able to get over the hump of Bradley Central. Well, they're not on the other side now, so they're trying to get back there and see if they can't get the job done. Outside, Morgan Davis tries a 3. She's got it! How about Morgan Davis checking in and hitting the Whitetail Properties 3 from the right corner?
Stay ready. You don't have to get ready. Morgan Davis ready for her opportunity.
And then she's going to pick up a foul on the other end. Too much body contact that time on Anaya Bailey. And it's going to be 2 free throws for Bailey with 3:57 remaining here in the second quarter. 26-22. Cookeville leads after the made 3 by Davis. And they're going to need her to play well. It seems like no Tanaya Dirksen today. She is dressed out, but I don't expect to see her. Allie Gillis and Sadie Garrett both on the bench with 2 fouls. They dealt with foul trouble yesterday. Davis actually got a good amount of playing time, but didn't score any. Hits the big 3 there as Bailey misses the first free throw. Bailey will have one more shot at the line as the Panthers off to our right. Fired away from the stripe, and Bailey is short, no good, but it's an offensive board. Back up, no good, and a foul is going to be called on Bartlett now as Faye Williams goes through the back of a Lady Cavalier. That's the second personal on Williams. So both post players now for Bartlett pick up 2 fouls.
And all 4 have been on plays like that where Cookeville has positioning near side of the basket, and they're going over the back and making a push. Over the back's not a foul, but the push through the back is a foul.
3:54 to go here in the first half. It's a 4-point advantage for the Lady Cavs, dealing with the full court pressure now of Bartlett. Roby tosses ahead, dangerous pass. Lauren Gillis has it, steps through, back up top to Roby. Was almost a travel and was able to find Roby at the last second. Roby now drives inside, puts it up with the right hand. She's got 2 more. Charlie Roby to the basket.
Dribbles with the left hand, then switches over, gets the right hand leg, great shot.
Wide open 3 at the other end is missed, and Carolee Gilbert's got the rebound. Cookeville with a 6-point lead, 28-22, 3:25 to play here in the second. Carolee Gilbert will hand off to Callie. Callie will bring it around the perimeter and give it right back out to Roby near the center circle. Count is on Roby, being defended up top by Bailey. There's a handoff to Lauren Gillis on the wing left side. Gillis with a right-handed low dribble will give it over to Callie Gilbert. Now Carolee drives inside, lost the basketball, got it back, cannot get the finish, and couldn't get the foul call either. Toss it ahead, an errant pass ends up in the hands of Brooks. Inside Williams, steps through with the left hand. She missed it. Had an open lay, but could not get the finish. Now Charlie Roby, fortunate to have the basketball back after the miss and a 6-point lead, and a timeout taken here by the Lady Cavaliers. 2:49 to go in the first half. It is a full timeout. Cookeville leads it 28-22. We'll step aside. You're listening to the 4A State Semifinals presented by the Turner Tow Pros on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Cookeville leads at 28-22 with 2:49 remaining here in the second quarter. This was the game they lost a year ago. They've been in the semifinal round a lot. 4 out of the last 5 years now. They've won their quarterfinal matchup, but they've never been able to make it to a state championship game. Trying to get there for the first time coming up tomorrow. It would be at 4 o'clock, and they would play the winner of Sevier County and Blackman on the other side. That's going to be a really fun basketball game as well.
It's going to be a great game. And, you know, there is a huge mismatch when it comes to Bartlett for the size, but what's evident on this floor, there's a huge mismatch when it comes to Cookeville's quickness. Bartlett cannot stay in front of Cookeville. We talked yesterday, Page was able to stay in front horizontally. Bartlett cannot, and that is a big advantage for Cookeville. They're able to get working offensively because of it.
Well, they've got 3 post players. Reagan McAdory checks in for the first time, but she doesn't play a ton. Just a sophomore, a young post player, but she is in now because both Williams and Jones have 2 fouls. Gilbert on the drive, cannot get the basket to go. The tip out rebound to go to the Lady Panthers. They now try to push it ahead. Anaya Bailey dumps it off. This is Sheffield with a basketball. Looking inside, McAdory trying to post up. That's got to be 3 seconds. McAdory steps through, missed the shot. Good defense by Callie Gilbert. Charlie Roby now with the basketball for Cookeville. 2:18 remaining here in the first half. Carolee Gilbert will have it on the left wing, drifts towards the top of the key, throws it right side, outside. Callie Gilbert 3 is off the front side of the iron. It's out of bounds, and it's going to go to Bartlett.
Yeah, that's the right call. It was tipped out. But again, Cookeville's getting really good looks, and they're shooting a much better percentage than they did a year ago. It's cooling off just a little bit here in the second quarter. But defensively, they are up for the task right now. And Bartlett, with their size, they really don't have a lot of plays designed for their posts. They don't play through them, and that's good given this matchup.
Bartlett 0 for their last 7 from the floor. Outside Sheffield, in and out, no good. 0 for their last 8, and a foul whistled on Bartlett. This one's going on Amari Booth. That is now her second. So there are 4 Lady Panthers with 2 personal fouls, and 99% of the fouls have been called on their half, on the front court.
And I don't know why they're always so confused. They're fouling.
They are.
They're absolutely fouling. And every time they get called, they look like it's just perplexing.
Carolee Gilbert is going to be fouled. Just a little bit of a bump there by Miller. She now picks up 3.
And again,
and this is going to be free throws now for Carolee Gilbert with 1:49 to go here in the first half.
She's perplexed. It's a foul. By the way, we talked about it. Tyler Turner, listen, you talk about a guy that loves Cookeville.
Absolutely.
Tyler Turner, he's on the PA system. He helped us out a lot, especially during your paternity leave. I mean, huge. Turner Toe Pros, 615-487-4368. Save it in your phone because you're going to need it. Maybe you're thinking, I don't need anything towed right now. You're going to. And as soon as you don't think you need it, you're going to.
You know, you might own a 1997 Ford Ranger and have to go dump some carpet off at the dump.
There you go.
At the Cookeville boat dock, and your transmission goes out. I wish I had Turner Toe Pros at that time. Second free throw good for Carolee Gilbert. She goes 2 for 2 from the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. It's the biggest lead of the ball game for Cookeville, 30-22. 1:42 remaining here in the second quarter. Kicking it in the corner. A newly checked in player for Bartlett in there is Christian Tate for the first time. Didn't play yesterday. Tate dumps it off. McAdory's got it. Left lane side. Tries to go with the left hand and just barrels into a Cookeville player. An elbow thrown to the face.
Lauren Gillis.
Lauren Gillis, and she's struggling.
I mean, that was a full force elbow right to the jaw.
The basket was good.
Scary.
They did count it with 1:28 to play in the second. But, yeah, the right elbow went straight to the face of Lauren Gillis.
I mean, it hit her right in the jaw, Jacob.
That's one where they're in the college game, they take a look at it. It was completely inadvertent. It was just part of the play where McAdory's trying to go up. But she definitely took an elbow straight to the face of Lauren Gillis. And the Lady Cavaliers cannot afford another loss in this basketball game as they're checking on Lauren Gillis. Coach Gillis is over there, one of the assistant coaches as well, and now a trainer will come out and have a chat with her. Already know Tania Dirksen. Allie Gillis is playing with 2 personal fouls. And we're going to see Coach Dodgen coming up tomorrow in the 3A state championship game. He comes by
that was electric, by the way.
Says hi.
That game was electric.
Awesome. Lady Cavaliers trying to do the same things. Lauren Gillis is off the floor for now. And the Lady Cavaliers have the basketball after the stoppage. Throw it ahead. Here's Callie Gilbert. Gilbert across the timeline into the front court. Now Roby with it. Roby tries to set up the offense. Cookeville still leads by 6. That was a good basket by McAdory, so it's a 6-point lead. 1:12 to go here in the first half. Here's Gilbert on the right wing. Drives in, spins around, right lane side, kick out. Davis, 3 on the way. Good again! Nothing but net for the sophomore. It's a Whitetail Properties 3.
This tournament is where stars are made. Morgan Davis, welcome to the show, young lady.
McAdory spin move, won't go, and got bailed out with a foul. I think there probably was a little bit of contact, but it was missed so badly by McAdory. it really feels bad.
I think, by my count, she's taken 3 shots. She is. All 3 have been just
close.
chucked,
Yeah.
where she's just spitting around and throwing it at the moon trying to get a foul call. That's the first time I think she probably was fouled, but you shouldn't reward her for that.
Free throw good, and we're going to see Kelby Stone check in for the first time for this Lady Cavalier team, a freshman for this Cookeville squad, as Sadie Garrett picks up her 3rd personal foul. So with no Lauren Gillis, she is off the floor, and Kelby Stone checks in. So they're getting very, very slim on that bench right now. Free throw good by McAdory.
Outside of a wide open shot, this possession taking 53 seconds.
And then it's stolen away by Booth. She missed it. Offensive board for Tate. She is blocked on the way back up. And it's going to be a foul called on Charlie Roby, and 2 shots coming for Christian Tate.
Yeah, Cookeville, listen, they've had a great half. They lead by 7. Even if they make 2 of these, you can get in the front court, bleed it down, take 1 shot. You're in a very good position going into halftime. You don't want Bartlett to get a run, which is what they did yesterday to Bearden late in the first half.
Tate hits the first free throw, another player that didn't play yesterday against Bearden in a 77-73 win.
They had a big lead in that game, evaporated.
Lead, yeah, it was tied at one point after being up by 15 in the second half. Second free throw good by Tate. She hits a pair. 4 straight makes at the line. Cookeville in some trouble here in the backcourt. Roby and a double team falls to the floor, and it's a travel. It'll be Bartlett basketball. 44 seconds remaining. After a 9-point lead, 4 straight at the line. Bartlett's got the basketball back with 44 seconds to play here in the second quarter.
Little surprised that no time out there for Cookeville. Back-to-back turnovers. Got to be careful here.
Drifting towards the left side with the basketball is Bailey. Gets a screen from McAdory. Now she's got it on the top of the key. Tries to toss it down low. McAdory trying to go up and got it to go somehow. It was good defense, but McAdory finishes. Roby in a double team tosses ahead to Callie Gilbert. 3-point game. 25 seconds to go in the half. Callie Gilbert, a left-handed dribble, spins it back up top. Here's Carol Lee with 20 seconds. Cookeville going to try to run this clock all the way down and take the final shot in the half. Carol Lee Gilbert dribbling it out near half court. Down to 11 seconds. She looks to the sideline. Has a defender and Tate in front of her. Down to 7 seconds. Carol Lee still dribbling it down. Here's 5 seconds. Gilbert drives right side. Right hand blocked. Rebound Stone. Back up. No call. And we're going to halftime. There's a lot of contact on both those shot attempts. Cookeville fans cannot believe it. And Jamie Gillis got teed up. That's an unbelievable call. She's coming to the halftime locker room. Jamie Gillis just got teed up as she is walking to the halftime locker room because the official thought she was walking towards him. Unreal. That's horrendous. So that's got to be 2 free throws, though, on the other side for Bartlett. I guess they'll give them to him to start the second half.
This guy officiating a state tournament. He doesn't know what's going on.
Jamie Gillis was walking off the floor. He
doesn't know in any of the game he's doing. He just calls random stuff. He doesn't know who touches the ball last. God help.
They better take this tee away.
They're not going to.
They had a long conversation about it with the 3 officials.
Whoever he officiates in their association, I am so sorry for your broadcasters because I have no idea what I would say at this point.
Well, Coach Shapley hasn't even gone back to the half-court locker room. He's still waiting to hear what is going to come out of this.
Well, he's asking, I'm sure, do they have to shoot the free throws now or coming out of the locker room?
His whole team is gone. Cookeville's already left the floor.
Holy smokes, man.
They started the clock here at halftime. He's the worst ref
I've seen this year. And he's called probably 5 state tournament games at this point.
So they're still confirming if it was a technical foul.
No, it's a technical foul. They're calling who's going to get the ball in the possession area coming out of the locker room.
I mean, that's
exactly what's happening.
Horrible. So boos rain down as they rightfully should from the Cookeville fans as Jamie Gillis gets teed up for walking off the floor, and that is not an exaggeration. She was walking back to the halftime locker room, and the official took it as she was complaining the no call at the end of the half, which could have been absolutely called a foul. Halftime score, 33-30. We'll try to break it down coming up in the Happy Hiller halftime show in a little while. But first, a word from our sponsors that make all week possible here at the state tournament. And, of course, from the Turner Tow Pros, our presenting sponsor of this broadcast on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network. Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Yup is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at tupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. T-Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
At the Quality Family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality Family. Trusted care right where life happens.
Box Drop Cookeville is the easiest way to buy an affordable mattress, specializing in clearance and closeouts directly from the manufacturers. They're able to pass huge savings onto you. Make an appointment to see their warehouse full of selections including big-name hybrid and memory foam alongside traditional springs that are among some of the coolest to touch mattresses on the market. Call Brandon Lane at 931-349-7066 to make your appointment today. Box Drop Cookeville has been proud to serve Cookeville since 2018. Turfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turfmasters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this brand new construction on the Caney Fork River in Sparta. This home sits on 1.6 acres with 190 feet of river frontage and boasts 2,300 square feet of living space with a spacious 2-car garage. Enjoy the river views from your beautiful expanded covered porch. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential, multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, has been supporting student athletes in the Upper Cumberland area since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
33-30, the halftime score. The Cookeville Lady Cavaliers on top at the break. Just about ready to start the second half of action. Just an absolutely horrific technical foul call given to head coach Jamie Gillis right before the end of the first half as she is walking her way back to the halftime locker room, and the official has no clue what he's doing, gives a technical foul to Coach Gillis, and so it'll be 2 free throws for Bartlett to open it up here in the second half. I mean, he's been horrible all tournament long, and that one was the cream of the crop right there.
I mean, two teams that have played over 35 games each this season, given it their all, these high school athletes that have trained all year, they are the best teams in the state, and we deal with this. It's absurd. And we deal with this in the state tournament.
Normally when you're bad at your job, you get fired. We would get fired.
Correct.
If we were bad at our job.
I would fire you.
He's not going to get fired. That's a game-changing call.
Yep.
Because it's going to give the ball to Bartlett.
And
it's going to give him the momentum. A great first half.
Unbelievable.
It takes all that momentum away.
Correct.
Because he doesn't know what he's doing.
Most importantly, in a state tournament, now Jamie Gillis has to coach sitting down.
Yep.
In the Murphy Center. With all the sound, she can't get close enough to coach her girls. So we're going to have 2 free throws and Bartlett getting the ball because of this clown.
So outside of that, Cookeville played
and
really,
by the way,
well.
Just in case you're wondering, he was standing 3 feet away from us when we had that conversation. We definitely wanted to have that conversation with him within earshot.
He looked right at me. We made some really good eye contact.
And by the way, Jacob big time the daylights out of him. He looked him dead through his soul on that one. I've never been more proud of you in my entire life than in that moment.
Free throws on the way for Kaylin Sheffield to open it up here in the second half.
One thing's for sure, we're going to defend these kids till the cows come home.
Absolutely.
100% of the time. No matter what school they go to, we're going to defend these kids.
2 makes to start the second half for Bartlett. They'll get the basketball, so it's now an 8-0 run to finish the first half and open it up here in the second half. What was a 9-point lead is now a 1-point lead for the Lady Cavaliers at 33-32. And Bartlett's got the basketball. They dump it down low to Jones, and she traveled, got away with it, and puts it up for 2. Right in front of that official. Guess what? Jones has 2 more. She's got 8, and Bartlett leads by 1. Here's Gillis at the other end. We'll kick it on the left wing. Here's Carolee Gilbert firing the 3 and hitting nothing but nylon. The Whitetail Properties 3 for Carolee.
That's what I'm talking about. Carolee Gilbert from downtown reigns it home. No mistake. Cookeville leads again. Showtime.
36-34. Jones inside. Lost the basketball. Lauren Gillis got a hand on it. Speaking of, Lauren Gillis is back out there for the Lady Cavaliers. And it will be Cookeville basketball back the other way with 7:24 to play here in the third quarter.
And Sandy, no, we don't think he's for Bartlett. We think he stinks.
No, yeah, he's not necessarily for one team or the other. He just has no idea what he's doing. When you're making your way off the floor, you shouldn't get a technical foul. Simple as that.
No, unless you say something you shouldn't. But not when you're going off the floor.
She didn't. She was already at midcourt making her way back to the halftime locker room. That's why it was so bad. 7:10 to play here in the third quarter. 2-point lead for Cookeville. They've got the basketball. Gillis kicks in the corner. Gilbert, another three. That one a little bit strong off the heel, and Williams has the rebound. Bartlett will push it the other way. Take it on the right side. An errant pass ends up in the hands of the Lady Panthers. Back down low to Jones. Goes up to the right. She is fouled. And it will be 2 shots for Samia Jones at the stripe. Lauren Gillis is tagged with her first personal. Credit to Lauren Gillis.
Yes.
Took an absolute haymaker to the face in that first half by McAdory, and she is already back out there now defending the even bigger Samia Jones down low in the post.
I'll be honest, I thought she broke her jaw. I'm so impressed with the toughness of Lauren Gillis.
Jones is good on that first free throw and makes it 36-35, a 1-point game with 6:54 to play here in the state semifinals. Winner goes to the championship tomorrow at 4. Jones, second free throw good, and we are tied. 36-all, 6:54 to play. Cookeville's already got a win against Bartlett early on this year. Second game of the season in Cookeville. Carolee Gilbert, left wing three on the way. Too strong, just off the heel. And it's rebounded by Williams. You guys didn't get to hear as this one is stolen away by Gillis. She gets it underneath, and she is fouled. Allie Gillis will be at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line after a steal. This foul is a big one. Oh, they get it on Anaya Bailey. Williams was down there as well. Second foul, though, on Bailey. But going back to what Coach Gillis said, I actually had a chance to talk with her pregame. Unfortunately, you guys were unable to hear it. But she said after playing Bartlett in the semifinals last year, the first thing she did was schedule them to start the season this year so they could see them again, and they wouldn't be surprised when they got back here to this semifinal round.
And it's paid off this entire season. The experience they had, it paid off yesterday against Page. Right now it's paying off as they lead by 1 as Allie splits the trip.
Allie Gillis goes 1 for 2 from the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. She's got 11. Carolee Gilbert leads with 13 for the Lady Cavaliers, who lead by 1, 37-36. 6:25 to go here in the semifinals, third quarter. Entry pass to Jones at the elbow. Tried to throw it top of the key and threw it out of bounds. Just an errant pass, and that's the thing. Bartlett is going to turn the basketball over. They had 26 turnovers against the Lady Cavaliers last year, but Cookeville only had 18 points off of those turnovers. They've been much better here so far this year. Cookeville with the basketball again in a 1-point lead at 37-36, moving from left to right. Gilbert will toss to Roby. Roby here on the near sideline, takes it to the top of the key, lost the basketball, stolen away by Williams, and then Gillis just in a tough spot, kind of reaches in trying to take the basketball away. That is now her third personal foul.
Yeah, and that's one you obviously would love to not have. You'd be 50 feet away from your basket taking the foul. You get it. She saw the basketball, went after it, but did connect with the arm. I'm reminded of something we said earlier with York. They went down 4 in the fourth quarter. I said they may lose, but they're not going to blink.
And Allie Gillis steps in front, takes it away to the other side. Right hand good, 4-2.
Cookeville, they may end up losing a game, but they're not going to blink. They're going to sit here and battle with one of the state's best teams.
They lead by 3. Today's broadcast presented by the Turner Toe Pros. You see their logo top left-hand corner of your screen. Appreciate them for making this broadcast possible. Jones in the paint. Right hand is fouled. I think they're going to get Carolee Gilbert on the help side. Lauren Gillis kind of threw her hands in the air because she did have really good defense. It is called on Carolee Gilbert. It's just her first, and Samia Jones will be at the stripe for 2 shots.
Similar to the foul that Allie just took. Carolee turns around. She sees the basketball being held out. She just reaches for it and catches arms to the ball.
Jones just hit a pair at the stripe. She's got 10 points on the ball game so far. Her first free throw is good, nothing but net. It's a good player there. Samia Jones had a double-double against the Lady Cavaliers a year ago in the semifinals. 15 rebounds down low. She's got 1 more free throw and a 2-point ball game with 5:38 to play here in this third quarter. She lets it fly with the right hand. It is good as it rattles home. And Jones now has 6 points in the quarter and 12 in the game. Roby will bring it across the timeline, breaks the press. Will pull it back out to Gilbert on the perimeter. Gilbert penetrates, right hand, has it stripped, and a foul. It's going to be called on Anaya Bailey. That's now her third personal. That's a big one. The junior point guard picks up 3, and Carolee Gilbert will be at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line.
And Carolee, she's got a brace on that right ankle, and that time she was flexing it just a little bit on her way back in. Obviously, her quickness is so important. Something that we'll keep an eye on here.
Kind of got rolled up on in yesterday's game against Page as well. Her first free throw is good. She has been so consistent here in the postseason, averaging 17 points per game. Been the leading scorer for the Lady Cavaliers in the last few ball games. We'll have 1 more free throw to try to extend the lead with 5.5 to go at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line, and she hits. She's got 15 in the contest. And if none of you have ever watched Carolee Gilbert play, there's a noticeable limp right now by her.
Yeah.
She's the shortest player on the floor. They're playing a Bartlett team who, across the board, goes about 6'1", 6'2", and the rest of them are about 5'8" and above. Here's Bailey on the drive. Right hand off the window and down. A tough take by Anaya Bailey.
Yeah, she got rolling downhill. Charlie Roby did the right thing. She got her hands up, but wasn't able to really contest it.
Callie Gilbert brings it across the timeline. She kicks in the corner. An open look for Lauren Gillis. It is no good. A little bit short. Rebound and a run out now for Sheffield. Kind of mishandles the dribble and throws it ahead to Bailey. Bailey on the baseline, right back to Sheffield. The lefty fires the three and airballed it out of bounds. It's Cookeville basketball with 4:56 to play here in the third quarter.
She may get a side eye from her teammate because she was yelling for the ball, got it, and then missed it badly.
She did hit two in the first half.
She's a good player.
Cookeville ball, 4:56 to go in the third. Roby rips it away from the defense and races ahead. Tosses to Lauren Gillis in the corner. She puts it on the deck with the right hand. She's defended by Samia Jones. So a mismatch there between Lauren Gillis and Samia Jones can try to get past her maybe on a drive and maybe draw a foul. Here's Carolee Gilbert trying to get inside. Right hand, ankle's fine.
And even if it's not, she's a gamer. That's a big-time take for Carolee Gilbert. Gets to the spot again. The quickness of Cookeville playing a huge role.
Faye Williams in the post, off the window and good. And Sadie Garrett just couldn't do anything. She's playing with 3 personal fouls. Timeout taken by Coach Shapley for the Bartlett Lady Panthers. Williams gets the basket to go. She's got 6. It's a 1-point game, 43-42, with 4:27 to play here in the third quarter. Noah, we just got done with an unbelievable basketball game that sent the White County Warriorettes to the state tournament championship in the 3A tournament. We've got a close one here with 4:27 to go in the third of the 4A tournament.
You're going to need some more popcorn. Better know what it's at because you're about to need it in this fourth quarter. It's a big battle, and you're just seeing contrasting styles going at it. That time, on one end, Carolee Gilbert uses her quickness. On the other, they get into their offense quicker than they have. It allows them to get into the post quickly, turn around, easy lay. Both of those teams, that's just what they live on in a matchup of this type. So for Cookeville, can they get them out of that low post? Foul trouble would help tremendously. They got to continue to attack, get to their spots on defense, and get after it on the boards because that's really where the foul trouble came from.
4:27 to play here in the third quarter. Cookeville leads by 1, 43-42 out of the 32nd timeout taken by the Panthers. They have to go the length of the floor up against the full court pressure of Bartlett. Cookeville has handled it well for the most part today, and Callie Gilbert spins through the timeline and brings it into the front court. She's defended by Sheffield up top. The freshman, that's a kick, and they didn't call it. It was straight off of her leg. It's a jump ball, and it's going to belong to Bartlett. Well, that's tough. It'll be Bartlett basketball the other way with 4:14 to go here in the third. And Coach Gill is very subdued over there on the sideline.
Nothing I can do or say about the officials will top what you pulled off at halftime. That was, I didn't think I could respect you more, but on your third year UCR anniversary, you've hit a new stratosphere.
And we're going the other way. An offensive foul is gone. I think this is going on Taylor Miller of the Lady Panthers. She just checked in, and she just picked up her 4th personal foul. So Taylor Miller, a senior that comes off the bench but plays a lot of minutes, now has 4 fouls for a Bartlett team that is in some foul trouble. They're going to go back to Christian Tate, who heads to the scores table. Yeah, been 3 full years now. That's another foul, and this one's going on Amari Booth on a push.
That's her 3rd. Foul trouble really everywhere for Bartlett. Cookeville has some, but they're in a better place when it comes to that foul trouble.
So Tate will check in for the Lady Panthers, comes in for Miller. You mentioned it, Booth just picked up her 3rd. That is already the team's 4th with 4:03 to go in the third quarter. Cookeville still trying to just bring it across the timeline, but they've been fouled the last 2 times they've gotten it in. Carolee Gilbert with a basketball, a skip dribble ahead across the timeline. Being defended by Bailey. 3:52 to go in the third and a 1-point lead. Lauren Gillis back up top to Roby. Roby crosses, drives, Roby fades, finishes. Had a little something to say after, too.
That's a big-time shot for Charlie Roby. Bartlett's been talking that talk, make no mistake about it. Charlie Roby doesn't usually wear it like that. She does that time.
Entry pass to Jones, and a foul's going to be whistled on Lauren Gillis. One of these times, I would love to see just a little bit of contact and just flail back.
Yep.
Trying to get the foul, trying to get the charge call. See if you can get it.
They haven't tried to take a charge.
We've already seen some terrible calls in this game.
And that time it was a foul.
It was, 100% it was.
Both teams.
It's just the second on Lauren Gillis, though. With 3:34 to play here in the third quarter. Jones will be at the stripe. It's on the way, and it is good. She's been the offense here in this third quarter for this Bartlett squad, up to 13 points in the game and 7 in the quarter. A couple of subs check in for Bartlett as Brooks is in and Davis is back in as well. Callie Gilbert heads to the bench as Morgan Davis re-enters for the Lady Cavaliers. She hit 2 massive threes in the second quarter. Second free throw, no good. Rebound fought for, loose on the ground. Lauren Gillis has it, and Charlie Roby will bring it ahead. Numbers here for the Lady Cavaliers if they hurry. Roby, left side, Gilbert, back to Roby. Defender on her quickly. 3:23 to go in the third. Cookeville leads by 2. Roby crosses over between the circles, sets up the offense. Has the ball on a string with a right-handed dribble, drifts to the right side, trying to get past her defender, and she is fouled. Aaliyah Davis will pick up her second personal. 2 hands on to Charlie Roby.
When you talk about best pure point guard in this classification, certainly in the Upper Cumberland, number 30 better be on that list. She just controls this offense. She keeps it on a string at all times. I mean, big time. Yeah, Jeremy, if you were here, you would be saying what we're saying, my friend.
Oh, man. I wish he was on the call for this one.
Oh, yeah.
Roby will be at the Sonia Brown with American Away Real Estate free throw line and rattles home the first of 2 tries. Roby up to 7 points in the contest today with 3:13 remaining here in the third. Cookeville, they built a lead by as big as 9, and then Bartlett went on that 8-0 run early on, late in the second, early in the third. Cookeville now back up by 4, 47-43. Entry to Jones in the post, puts it up and good for 2.
Great defense, though.
Yep.
Sadie Garrett goes straight up into the body, forces her to make a tougher shot. They're going to get those. Again, just keep playing.
Now Carolee Gilbert on the drive in a 2-point game. Kicks in the corner to Davis. She penetrates the right-handed floater just a little bit strong. Jones barely secures the rebound. Bartlett does have the basketball. Toss it ahead. Running the floor. Spinning. Bailey right hand off the front of the iron and through. Anaya Bailey has 8 points in the contest, and we are tied at 47 all. 2:39 to go in the third quarter.
They're making their run. It's just about limiting it. You can even go down a little bit here. Just don't get down big. Keep playing, and you're going to be just fine. A team like Bartlett will not go quietly, just like a team like Cookeville will not either.
Charlie Roby penetrates, kicks. Carolee Gilbert, 3-ball. Count it! The Whitetail Properties 3, and a timeout taken.
That thing nearly caught the rafters for Carolee Gilbert. Another long ball, 32nd timeout on the floor by Cookeville here. That is a huge answer. Again, they're making a little run. They cut your deficit off the board. They tie the game. You come right back down. One kick into the corner, line up the 3, bang, money. Let's go with another 3-point lead.
50-47 the lead for the Lady Cavaliers with 2:21 remaining here in the third quarter. Today's broadcast is presented by the Turner Toe Pros. You see their logo top left-hand corner of your screen. 615-487-4368. A family-owned and operated business right here in the Upper Cumberland. Great friend of ours, Tyler Turner, has helped us out on a lot of broadcasts as the PA at Cookeville football and basketball. Loves the Cookeville Cavaliers. He's a Cookeville guy through and through. He's an Upper Cumberland guy through and through. If you need any towing needs, reach out to him at that number on your screen. Out of the timeout taken by the Lady Cavaliers, they lead by 3, 50-47, 2:14 remaining here in the third. Kick it into the corner. This is Booth with the basketball. Barrels into Carolee Gilbert. Gilbert got to handle the basketball. It's loose on the ground. Diving on the floor for it. That's a travel. Yep, it is.
Hey, he called it right. Good for him.
Samia Jones dove on it and then rolled over. The correct call. And it will be Cookeville basketball the other way with 2:05 to go here in the third quarter. Callie Gilbert coming back in as Lauren Gillis got a little bit roughed up there. She'll head off. So the 5 on the floor for Cookeville: Morgan Davis, Charlie Roby, Carolee Gilbert, Sadie Garrett, and Callie Gilbert. Allie Gillis in a little bit of foul trouble. No Tania Dirksen today with an injury. Lauren Gillis on the bench right now after she fell on the floor hard. Here's Sadie Garrett in the corner. Nice shot fake, gets inside, and she is fouled. And
come on, tee her up.
Yeah, that's got to be. And it
Good
is.
for him.
Well, he's equal opportunity, I guess.
But that should have been a technical.
No, 100%. And it's going to be a technical foul called on Harmony Brooks. She fouled Sadie Garrett and then slaps the stanchion underneath the basket. So this is going to be 4 free throws for the Lady Cavaliers with 1:54 remaining in the third and the basketball back and a 3-point lead.
You get Sadie Garrett to shoot 2. You get Carolee Gilbert to go shoot 2. See if you can stretch this thing with the ball. I mean, Brooks just smacked. First of all, it was absolutely a foul, and then she just uncorks on the MT. I don't know what the Blue Raiders did there. Maybe she's a Western Kentucky fan. She just smacked the daylights out of that MT logo.
That's metal under there, by the way.
That
There's
did
a little
not
bit of
feel
foam.
Good. She hit the daylights out of that thing.
So Sadie Garrett is good on both from the Sonia Brown with American Away Real Estate free throw line. Now we'll have the technical foul shots for Carolee Gilbert. That's 2 fouls, by the way, on Harmony Brooks. It's her first 2. Carolee Gilbert's first of 2 tries as she stands on the island, misses it a little bit strong.
I always wonder, and Carolee Gilbert's a great free throw shooter, if you think about just leaving Sadie Garrett there. She just made 2. Do you shoot 2 more? And you always have your person you go to.
I think you take the 90% free throw shooter.
I would too, but it's always an interesting thought.
She misses both. I don't know if she has missed 2 in a row all season long. She slaps the hardwood in disgust as well.
She's got to just keep playing.
It's 52-47. Cookeville leads as they go 2 for 4 on the foul shots. 1:54 remaining in the third, and the Lady Cavs will keep possession of the basketball.
I'm going to give you credit. I think you impacted the officiating of this game. You did it. You intimidated it into good officiating.
Here's Callie Gilbert for a mid-range jumper. She's got it. What a tough shot. Drifting to her left from the elbow, knocks it down, and Cookeville leads 54-47. Bailey on the run, traveled. Turnover, Bartlett.
I swear, you changed it. He made another good call. You locked him in. Jacob Vincent did it. But Callie Gilbert, she does not play like a freshman. No. That was a big-time shot. Yep. Working to her left, rises up and connects from 18 feet. That is a big shot for a young girl. 54-47. Cookeville leads 1:35 remaining here in the third quarter. Cookeville tosses ahead. Sadie Garrett bounce pass right baseline. Lauren Gillis jumper. A little bit short. And it's rebounded by Jones. Lady Panther basketball trailing by 7. 1:23 to play here in the third quarter of the semifinals. Bailey traveled again. Yep. She did. Absolutely. It's another travel. She tried to spin, didn't put the basketball down in time, and it's Cookeville basketball again after another turnover, and Cookeville right now on a 7-0 run. That is 11 turnovers now for Bartlett. It seems like it's way more, though. They have turned it over in some key spots. Carolee Gilbert tosses ahead Roby into the front court for the Lady Cavaliers. 2 defenders in front of her. They back off into the man-to-man. 1:08 remaining here in the third quarter, and a 7-point lead on a 7-0 run by the Lady Cavs. Gilbert hands off Gilbert. Carolee inside is fouled and will be 2 at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. Anaya Bailey picks up her 4th personal foul. That's a big one for Bartlett as they are now really in some deep foul trouble. It's her 3rd, actually. She stays Booth has 3 and Bailey has 3 now. So Bailey's got 3, I beg your pardon. But again, you got to credit Cookeville. I told you, they're not going to blink. The game gets tied. Bartlett's on a run. They're rolling downhill, and then all of a sudden, Cookeville answers 8 consecutive points. By the way, Carolee Gilbert very quietly has 11 in the quarter. She's got 21 in the ball game now. I think I've been saying for 4 years you have 2 Carolee Gilbert superstar. My goodness. Superstar. Second free throw, good from the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. She has 22 points in the game, 12 in the quarter, and now defending. Yeah. And a foul is going to be called. Just got tied up with Amari Booth in the backcourt. And she grabbed her. I mean, she wrapped her up by the waist, and this is 2 free throws. It's a big swing here, and Cookeville did not end the second before the nonsense technical very well. They need to end the third better to have this momentum into the fourth. Well, they got a 9-0 run right now over the last minute and 24 seconds with 1:01 remaining here in the third, so they would love to keep that run going. Stepping to the stripe here will be Amari Booth. Her first is good. So Booth had a great day yesterday against Bearden. She had 20 points in 17 minutes played off the bench. That's her 3rd point of the contest there on that make. Coming back into the game will be Davis. Checking out is Jones, so they get a little bit smaller. Faye Williams is still out there. At the line is Booth again with 1:01 remaining here in the third. Free throw too strong, and the rebound down to the Lady Cavs. They split a pair. 56-48 the lead for Cookeville. Charlie Roby defended by Bailey. Tosses ahead to Callie Gilbert. Under 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Here's Lauren Gillis. She's just going to hold, make the defense come out and guard her. Standing out near half court, tosses off to the freshman Callie Gilbert. Count is on. She finds Morgan Davis. 37 seconds remaining. Now Charlie Roby. Tosses right side to Lauren Gillis. Cavaliers down 2 starters right now. 1 in foul trouble. 1 hasn't played today. Good. Roby down low. Dangerous pass is caught by a teammate. Gilbert, not a great decision on the shot, is altered by Williams. Now Bailey with it, has it stripped free, and a foul is whistled on Carolee Gilbert. I think she timed it perfectly, but 9 times out of 10, that's getting called a foul. She stepped in front of Bailey, who didn't have her head turned, and that's going to be another one called on Bailey, or on Gilbert. That's her 3rd, and will be 2 shots at the stripe for Anaya Bailey with 15 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. Yeah, and with Allie Gillis off the floor in this quarter, it has been Carolee Gilbert shouldering the load, but now she has 3 fouls in this quarter. They need her there. Although we just saw Upper Cumberland team lose 2 of its biggest players with Gracie Clark Lakeland last year and win the game. But you still, I don't think you'd want to continue that trend. You'd rather just win it with her on the floor. Second free throw all the way from Bailey. She missed the first. This one hits the front of the rim, bounces over and in.
She's got 9 points. 56-49, 7-point advantage for Cookeville. 13 seconds to go in the third quarter. Roby across the timeline, right side, crosses over, sets up the offense with 8 seconds as she looks at the Cookeville student section behind the basket. 5 seconds on the clock. Roby drives. Roby, right hand off the side of the backboard. No, all kinds of collisions underneath the basket. Jumping up in the air was Carolee Gilbert. Got tied up with Faye Williams. There was no call. And everybody's just going to head to the sidelines. 56-49 at the end of 3. Lady Cavs on top by 7. You're listening to the Class 4A State Semifinals presented by the Turner Tow Pros on the Munson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Tee-Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee-Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here in the Murphy Center, it's been a fun day of basketball. 56-49 as we begin the fourth quarter of action. The Lady Cavaliers on top in the 4A semifinals. Hey, still a lot to come here later tonight. We are going to have an impromptu UCR basketball show presented by Fire and Vine. White County and York have already moved on to the 2A and the 3A state championship game. Lady Cavaliers 8 minutes away from making it 3 for 3 for the Upper Cumberland teams trying to go to the 4A state championship game. We're going to preview whoever is playing in those state championship games coming up 7:30 tonight. We want to give a big shout out to our presenting sponsor tonight as well, the Turner Tow Pros and Tyler Turner. Any of your towing needs, reach out to them. The number is right there on the logo. As Cookeville starts with the basketball first here in the fourth quarter. Gillis is inside and she finds 2 points. She did not play for a long stretch in that third quarter, but she finds another basket. She's got 14, and Cookeville has matched their biggest lead of the game at 9. 7:33 to go.
Quick note, the Wi-Fi in the building is finally turned off, so the scoreboard not on the screen, but I promise Jacob will tell you every 5 seconds or so what the score and what the time is.
58-49 right now. Bailey all the way to the basket, got loose and puts it in for 2. And so Bartlett gets a score. It's a 7-point game, 58-51. Gillis lost the dribble off her foot. It's turned over. Bartlett basketball. Booth misses the shot, and Gillis has the rebound for the Lady Cavaliers.
Great defense by Charlie Roby. She flew by on the layup attempt to disrupt it, forced the miss.
Lauren Gillis on the left baseline now for Cookeville with the basketball and a 7-point lead. 7 minutes remaining here in the basketball game. This one taken away. Goes off the face of Gillis. Booth stripped free by Roby, and a foul whistled on Charlie Roby. Looked like a lot of basketball. She stripped down on the basketball, but it'll be 2 shots for Amari Booth at the stripe with 6:57 to go in the basketball game. Roby picks up now her 3rd personal foul.
Well, and Jamie Gillis is not mad about the call. I couldn't tell, to be honest with you. She's mad about back-to-back turnovers. Cookeville cannot get turnover prone against the Bartlett team that's got to force the trap. They can get some open looks out of it, but they got to get into the front court, or they're going to let Bartlett get back in this game.
58-52 after the make at the line for Booth. She's got 4 points. She'll have a second one on the way. She takes a dribble, lets it fly with the right hand, and hits. Booth knocks them both. She's got 5, and it's 58-53. 5-point game, 6:56 to go in the basketball game. Charlie Roby with it, moving from left to right as you listen and visualize. Double team comes to Roby. She hasn't come into the front court yet. Lost the basketball and turned it over again. Bailey tosses ahead.
Thank you.
Fortunately, Cookeville right there to pick it back up. Another turnover. Lauren Gillis is wide open at the other end, and she lays it in for 2.
That's what I mean when I say you're going to get open shots out of this pressure. You just got to get it into the front court clean. They do there, and they get the lay.
So it's Bartlett basketball inside Williams. She's got 2 points with the hook shot. Faye Williams puts it up and in. It's 60-55 with 6:20 to go. Gillis racing ahead. It's 2-on-1. Gillis keeps it herself and is blocked by Williams. Garrett tracks it down. She's got the basketball. Off to Lauren Gillis, Cookeville ball, and they will slow it down. 6:11 to go. They lead by 5, 60-55. Roby out near the half-court line, back cut by Gilbert, bounce it off to Allie Gillis. Gillis is being defended by Booth, drives in, Gillis gets pumped, right hand, can't get the finish, rebound fought for, it's loose, and Cookeville's got it again. Sadie Garrett pulls it out of there. 5:50 to go in the basketball game, it's 60-55. Charlie Roby dribbling up top near the half-court line. Now Allie Gillis with it, and Cookeville's going to slow this game down, and they're going to run clock off. 60-55 they lead. This is poked free by Sheffield and a turnover. Bartlett basketball ahead to Booth. Goes up, blocked by Gillis. With the left hand, it's deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Cavaliers on the far sideline. What a defensive play by Allie Gillis as she makes her way off the floor. And Callie Gilbert comes on for her. Coach Gillis not too happy with Allie right now over on the sideline. Carolee Gilbert will inbounds for the Lady Cavaliers. 5:27 to play here in the fourth. They lead by 5, 60-55. Here is Callie Gilbert off to Charlie Roby. Cookeville trying to make their first ever state championship game. They've been to 4 semifinals. Roby on the left wing picks up her dribble and back up top to Carolee Gilbert. If they win, they play at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon against the winner of Sevier County and Blackman. Here's Charlie Roby. Left wing pass for Gillis on the perimeter. Bounces down low. Garrett gets hammered and fouled. And Sadie Garrett will be at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. The foul is whistled on Kaylin Sheffield. It's just her first.
And I got the second score that's built into the software on the screen. Doesn't have the fouls or the clock, but you at least have the score there. Again, the Wi-Fi that connects the scoreboard to the system has been terrible the entire state tournament, and it's finally gone on us right now.
Free throw up and good there for Sadie Garrett as she knocks down the first. Second free throw on the way is a little bit strong, and it's rebounded by Bartlett. She goes 1 for 2 as Bartlett's got the basketball. On the right wing, this is Booth. She'll skip it around. Sheffield tosses down low. Jones in the paint. Jones goes up, finishes, and 1. Samia Jones will be at the stripe. Had Lauren Gillis in there defensively again. That's the third foul on Lauren. And Jones will be at the stripe for 1.
Yeah, and that's one again. They're going to get to that spot. They haven't gotten it enough for Bartlett to win this game so far, but they got it there. Once they do, that's where Lauren just has to go straight up. She was still bending over trying to get a block. God just gave Jones a little bit more size, and she got to the spot, turned around, and put it in.
So Jones at the line completes the three-point play. She has been big. She was big last year. She's been really big today. 18 points now. It's a three-point game. 61-58. Cookeville is led by as many as 9 here in the contest. 4:35 to go in the fourth. Charlie Roby is defended by Booth up top. The count is not on right now. Now she throws to Callie Gilbert on the left side. Here is Callie Gilbert, defended by Jones, trying to get past her. Takes it inside, fakes a pass on the baseline, wraps it to Allie Gillis, keeps it in bounds, puts it back on the deck, steps through, and finds her sister Lauren, and back up top to Roby. 4:12 to go here in the basketball game. They lead by 3, 61-58. Skip pass. Callie Gilbert with it on the right wing now and back up top to Roby. As Cookeville continues to churn clock.
Love it. Just keep bleeding it. Make them come out and defend, shorten this game a little bit. You were turning it over a lot. Calm that down with a long possession. That's a foul that went uncalled.
Turned it over. Taylor Miller takes it away. Taylor Miller goes up and finishes and 1, and will have a chance to tie this game at the line. Taylor Miller had not scored all game long. Callie Gilbert is tagged with her second personal foul, and Coach Gillis is going to take a timeout.
And Callie Gilbert is saying, I didn't touch her. The issue is she went flying past on the layup attempt. If you're not going to touch her, you got to just let her go. The official thinks that there's contact and calls it. Left it up in their hands, and now Bartlett with a chance to tie the game.
So a 30-second timeout taken by the Lady Cavaliers, and their lead is trimmed to 1. 3:51 to go here in the fourth quarter. They lead 61-60. They led by as many as 9 in the second half, and Bartlett again making that run here as they have so many times in this basketball game. We knew it wasn't going to be easy. The Lady Cavaliers are going to have to get some big plays. They just haven't been able to take care of the basketball here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's been, you knew Bartlett was going to ratchet it up, and with their length, when they get into that pressure and those traps, it encompasses a lot of space around you and can force some rush passes, and they can tip passes. They've done that a lot. Cookeville's withstood it for the most part, but back-to-back and one opportunities, they are getting downhill again. At what point is a Lady Cavalier going to step in front and try to take a charge? That could be what it takes to win this game.
So Taylor Miller will step to the stripe for the first time today. With 3:51 remaining in the fourth quarter, Bartlett had a 15-point lead against Bearden. They gave up that lead. It was tied late. They won by 4. They've trailed by as many as 9 here in the second half. And now it is tied 61-all after the three-point play by Taylor Miller and almost another turnover by the Lady Cavaliers. Able to get out of it. Roby still has to bring it across the timeline. They toss it to Lauren Gillis, and it's into the front court. So that one checked off. 3:39 to go. Cookeville basketball now in a tie game. Roby out near the half-court line, defended by Bailey. Spins around, backdoor cut. Gillis inside, up for two. Great pass, great finish. And Allie Gillis has 17 on the day, and it's a 2-point lead for Cookeville with 3:24 to go. Bailey looking for Jones inside. Good defense by Lauren Gillis, and it's rebounded by Cookeville. Here comes Allie Gillis up the left side and pulls it back up top. Looking for a little bit of help, finds Roby. This is a great job by Lauren Gillis on the other end and may have actually been fouled by Jones. Roby rips through, drives inside, up with the right, two more.
This Cookeville team will not blank. Back-to-back great plays. On the other end, Lauren goes straight up. Charlie has the opening, makes no mistake.
2:55 to go in the basketball game. Inside shot missed by Bartlett. It's rebounded by the Lady Cavaliers. Carolee Gilbert's got it. Looking for a little bit of help. Tosses ahead to Sadie Garrett, and she will be fouled. That's number 5 on Taylor Miller. She is the first Lady Panther to foul out. 2:47 to go in the basketball game. It's only the second team foul on Bartlett. It's the furthest they've made it in a quarter to not get in the bonus.
And unfortunately, that means they can be very aggressive.
Yep.
They can really go after these steals. Now, with certain players in mind and a little bit of foul trouble here, Cookeville's going to have to be ready. An onslaught's coming. Cookeville's answered the bell in a major way so far. Can they finally finish and get to Saturday? It'll come after a timeout, however.
30-second timeout taken by Bartlett with 2:47 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Hey, we mentioned Turner Tow Pros, the presenting sponsor here of this Cookeville basketball game. Appreciate him for being the presenting sponsor of this game today. We've got a game coming up tomorrow. The White County Warriorettes are going to be taking on Dyersburg in a great basketball game coming up tomorrow. We also have York Institute in the 2A state title game. That'll be a fun one against Huntingdon. That'll be website coverage presented by Risher Roofing. And then if the Lady Cavaliers are able to pull this one off with 2:47 remaining, we'll have the 4A state title game and audio-only broadcast also on the website. But we need your help. Reach out to us. Send us a message. We got Tyler Turner. He's the presenting sponsor. He reached out yesterday, said, hey, I want to get the business on there. It's a brand new business, brand new towing business. He's now on there, and you see how many people are watching. 375 here on Facebook, even more so on YouTube as well. It is an audio-only broadcast, but it's still pulling in a lot of viewers. If you want your business mentioned and seen, reach out to us, and we'll get you squared away. Timeout, out of the timeout, I should say. Cookeville basketball, they've got it in the front court with 2:36 to go. They lead by 4. The name of the game now is take care of the ball. Double team comes to Roby. She gets away. Gives to Gilbert on the left side. Gilbert with a right-handed dribble brings it up top. Here's Allie Gillis. Allie has Faye Williams defending her. Crosses over and backs it up. They're just going to make this Bartlett team come out and guard him. Gillis driving. Gillis inside. Left hand. Finishes! Over top of the 6'2", Faye Williams.
Big time shot. Allie Gillis, how about 3 straight lays in the lane for the undersized Lady Cavaliers.
6-point lead, Cookeville. 2 minutes to go in the state semifinals. Bailey, top of the key, driving underneath, right side. Good off the window and down, and a timeout taken by Bartlett.
Listen, we said it earlier. There's only been one real blowout in this entire tournament in all classifications. This game is a heavyweight fight. It is punch, counter punch. Cookeville's been the aggressor, though. They've had the lead throughout the majority of this contest. They are in the driver's seat. But again, just 2 fouls on Bartlett. They can be very aggressive defensively. Cookeville has to protect the basketball, get it in Carolee Gilbert's hand, get it in Allie Gillis' hands, get to the line, make your free throws, and play for a gold ball tomorrow in a bracket that no longer features Bradley Central. The window is there. It's on Cookeville to kick it down.
67-63. Cookeville leads with 1 minute and 53 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. 3 team fouls called on the Lady Cavaliers. 2 team fouls called on Bartlett. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. And Cookeville's got the 4-point lead. Out of the timeout taken by Bartlett, it'll be Cookeville basketball, and they'll have to inbound off to our left and have to go the length of the floor left to right. It'll be Allie Gillis, Callie Gilbert, Lauren Gillis, Carolee Gilbert, and Charlie Roby. Sadie Garrett's on the bench right now in some foul trouble tonight. Dirksen has not played all game long for this Lady Cavalier team. She got hurt yesterday. Gillis running the baseline, bounces into Gilbert, in a double team, steps through, and now will dribble it ahead. Gilbert, poke from behind, keeps her dribble. Gilbert takes it underneath, and going to pull it back up top.
Yes, indeed. Bleed the
Here's
clock.
Callie Gilbert. Cookeville basketball with 1:40 to go. Bartlett not fouling yet, and now they're asking to foul. Instead, they get a steal. Sheffield takes it away. Sheffield goes up with the left, cannot finish. Rebound Booth, and she is fouled on the way back up by Carolee Gilbert. That is number 4 on Carolee Gilbert, and Amari Booth will be at the stripe with 92 seconds to play in a 4-point game. I look to the sideline. Coach Shapley is saying to foul. Sheffield just took the basketball away instead. So Amari Booth is now at the stripe for 2 shots. Her first is good, and it's a 3-point game. Amari Booth is now 3 for her last 3 at the stripe. We'll have one more, 67-64, 132 remaining here in the 4th. Second free throw by Booth is good, rattles home. So 2 makes. It's a 2-point game, 67-65, and Samia Jones is back in for the Lady Panthers with 1:32 to go. Cookeville inbounding along the baseline to our left. Gillis surveys, tosses into Charlie Roby in the backcourt. Roby, 2 defenders come to. Allie Gillis has it and will bring it into the front court across the timeline right side and pulls it back up top. 1:25 to play and a 2-point lead. Gillis picks up her dribble, looking for help. Hands off Carolee Gilbert to the basket. Right hand, good for 2.
Let's go home. Big time finish for Carolee Gilbert.
Carolee Gilbert leads all scores with 24 on the day. It's Bartlett basketball. 4-point game, 65 seconds to play. Here's Bailey on the right side looking inside. Jones almost turned over. Jones has it, goes up and misses. Rebound tipped down, and it's a foul whistle on Samia Jones.
She hit Callie Gilbert right in the face, Jacob.
That's her 3rd personal foul, and it'll be Cookeville basketball. She had an open look underneath. It was almost stolen away by Lauren Gillis.
Tee him up.
Yeah, now we've got a conversation here. The official went over and said something to Coach Shapley of Bartlett. 58 seconds to go in this one. Cookeville basketball not in the bonus yet. That's only the 3rd team foul. They've got one more foul to give. Allie Gillis with it. Brings it ahead. 2 defenders come to. Right back to Roby. 2-man game here. They tried to foul. They do get it. Bailey will give the foul. That is her 4th. That's the 4th team foul on Bartlett.
Sorry, Jacob. This game is far from over. Yep. You have got to continue to protect the basketball, and you've got to make free throws here. This is going to be a long 51 seconds to try and get into the championship game.
So both teams are now in the bonus with 51.9 seconds to play. 69-65. Cookeville leads by 4. Gillis struggling to get it in bounds will burn one of the 2 timeouts she has as they were waiting until the very last second. And that is going to be a full timeout taken by the Lady Cavaliers with 51.9 on the clock. They lead it 69-65.
I think something you've seen in this game is the experience of Cookeville really shine through in the second half. Your coach has to sit down. You have that huge momentum swing. You're not playing well going into halftime. They came back into the game. Then they have 2 free throws and the ball on the other side. But they don't have to be talked to the whole time when they're on the floor. They don't have to, because they hear Jamie Gillis in the back of their head at all times because they played so many games. They know what they're supposed to be doing. You've seen a Cookeville team under control in a very tough environment with some tough situations, but they got to finish now.
Cookeville hadn't played with their starting lineup on the floor the majority of this tournament. Allie Gillis in a lot of foul trouble yesterday. She has been in foul trouble today. Tania Dirksen left the game early yesterday. She has not played at all today. Sadie Garrett has been in foul trouble. It's been the young guns, Morgan Davis, Lauren Gillis, Callie Gilbert, that have powered them to this spot and a chance to put them in the championship game. It has been Carolee Gilbert tonight, though. She's been great. This one's lost out of bounds. Charlie Roby lost it. And it will be Bartlett basketball with 45 seconds to go in a 4-point game. Callie Gilbert comes off. Sadie Garrett is in defensively. A little offense, defense. Now Faye Williams tried to come in. Didn't get there in time. And now a timeout's going to be taken by Coach Shapley just to get Faye Williams in. So he uses one of his final 2 with 45 seconds to go in this one. 69-65. A turnover by the Lady Cavaliers gives the basketball back to Bartlett. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. Both teams are in the bonus, but the Lady Cavs have a 4-point lead.
This is 100% going into the low block. This is going into the post.
As it should.
You have 2 things here for Cookeville. One, you got to sell out desperately to stop that pass going into the paint. Once the pass goes into the paint, you cannot give up an and 1. You're up 2, you're fine. They hit a little layup, you're up 2, you got an opportunity to make 2 free throws and regain a 2-possession lead. You get the and 1, and then all of a sudden, the math becomes better for Bartlett because even 2 made free throws, all they need is a 3 or another and 1. So deny that pass coming into the low block, and then if they get it there, you have to go straight up. Don't give them any reason to give them an and 1 because we've seen when they've got that pass inside, the shots are going. You hope for a miss. But the worst thing that needs to happen here for Cookeville is a 2, not 3 in any way, shape, or form.
45 seconds to play in the basketball game. It's 69-65. Bartlett will take it out here on the near sideline in the backcourt. Off to our right. They're moving from right to left. Carolee Gilbert, Charlie Roby, Lauren Gillis, Sadie Garrett, and Allie Gillis, the five that started the game, are on the floor to finish it out. 45 seconds to go. Struggling to get it in. They toss it into the backcourt, and they threw it out of bounds. Amari Booth was trying to get it into Bailey. Charlie Roby was denying the basketball, and she threw it straight out of bounds, and she threw it underneath Cookeville's basket. So Cookeville will get the basketball. Nobody touched it, so they're actually going to take it out here on the sideline. Still going to be in their front court with 45 seconds to go. Wow.
Great denial by Charlie Roby. Just nowhere to throw it.
Now Allie Gillis trying to get it in for the Lady Cavaliers. Tosses into the right corner for Lauren Gillis. Being defended by Jones. Picks up her dribble, and a foul. It's a quick one. That is going to put Lauren Gillis at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. And if I'm Bartlett, I don't know if I have a little bit of a gripe about that one, but the Lady Cavs will take it. That's the fourth personal on Samia Jones. And Lauren Gillis, the sophomore, who has been great in the postseason, hits the first. Her third point of the contest makes it a 5-point lead. This one could extend. On the way, a little bit short. It's rebounded by Bartlett with 41 seconds to go. Bartlett basketball, 70-65. Cookeville leads. Here's Bailey on the left wing. Drives baseline, spins around, back up top. Right side, this is Sheffield with 30 seconds. Jones in the paint, backing down Gillis. Has it stripped free. Man, that was really good defense by Lauren Gillis, but a foul is whistled. It's not too often you see a 6'2 post player flop against Lauren Gillis in the post, but she draws the foul and will have two shots with 28 seconds to go.
And that was a great job by Lauren Gillis, but an even better job by Allie. Coming over to her sister, Lauren was very frustrated, and she just grabbed her and said, it's okay, we got more to play for. Great sister and a great teammate.
I think she got hit in the nose, actually, is what happened.
And she was frustrated with it, and Allie goes right up and says, you're okay, and just refocuses her in. It's a great teammate there and a good sister as well.
She's struggling. Allie's already playing with a face mask. Lauren already took a shot to the mouth in the first half. She had an ice pack coming out of the halftime locker room.
What a job she's done today.
Yeah. First free throw was good from Jones. Second free throw on the way, and it is no good. It's two-possession lead for the Lady Cavaliers with 25 seconds to go, and a foul given by Amari Booth will send Allie Gillis to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line with 23.8 seconds to play, trying to extend back to 6.
Free throws are important, and Bartlett has shot a bunch, which is understandable in a matchup like this. 22 of 31. Cookeville, 16 of 22. They get 17 of 23.
And Gillis is good on the first. She has 7 in the quarter. She has 20 in the ball game. 2 20-point scores for the Lady Cavaliers. Carolee Gilbert leads with 26. Second free throw, good. 2 for 2 at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line with 23.8 seconds to play. Do not foul if you're the Lady Cavaliers.
No and ones. No threes, no and ones.
72-66 they lead. They will employ the full court pressure. They're not going to guard the inbound. They have 3 players back there. It is a man-to-man press. They get into Bailey. She lost it out of bounds. Oh, it was deflected by the Lady Cavaliers. From our angle, I thought it was out on Bartlett. It's going to stay with the Lady Panthers. They'll take it right out in front of the Cookeville bench. Inbound Bailey. 20 seconds to go. Bailey at the free throw line, stolen away. Allie Gillis has the basketball into the front court, and she will be fouled with 13 seconds to go. The senior will step to the stripe to ice this game away.
A sensational defensive play by Allie Gillis. The Bartlett Panther turns around, and as soon as she does, Allie Gillis says, look what I found. She swipes it, goes the other way. It's also the 5th foul there. And Jacob, this is simple. 1 free throw, and it's on to Saturday for this Cookeville Lady Cavalier team.
So Anaya Bailey fouls out of the contest. That was her 5th. So she is gone with 13 seconds to go before the 2 free throws by Allie Gillis. They already lead at 72-66. Gillis is first. Good. 1 more from the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. What a game today it has been, presented by the Turner Toe Pros. And that free throw good as well. Gillis 4 for 4 in her last 4. 13 seconds to go. 8-point lead for Cookeville. Bartlett will pick it up. Booth across the timeline, down to 10 seconds. Booth in the mid-range, drives. Booth, right hand, missed it. Rebound, back up, and good. And a timeout taken by Bartlett is their final timeout in a 6-point game with 4 seconds to go. Amari Booth got it to go, and Carolee Gilbert now struggling to get off the floor. A little bit ginger on that right ankle.
Well, we talked about the ankle earlier, but a bunch of ice.
And
elevation, hydration. You got one more game in your high school career. Cook was going to win this basketball game. Mathematically, Bartlett does not have enough time. So just get the inbound in. If they foul you, they foul you. It's just a matter of time. A gutsy win. I mean, Cookeville led the majority of this game, Jacob, but Bartlett continued to answer. This was a heavyweight fight, but the experience of Cookeville. How about the big-time shots by their seniors down the stretch in this game? The freshmen and sophomores were really good, but when they needed it in crunch time, it was 1, it was 3, getting it done for the Lady Cavaliers.
4 seconds remaining in this one. Bartlett out of timeout. 74-68, Cookeville leads, inbounding the basketball on the baseline to our left. Gillis tosses it ahead. Arobi tracks it down, and that will do it. Cookeville will play for a 4A state championship tomorrow afternoon. Final score 74-68. The Lady Cavaliers knock off Bartlett.
What a win. What a win. Cookeville, they opened the year. Game number 2, they beat Bartlett. Wait. Cookeville beat Bartlett? Are you sure? Are you sure? Yes, Cookeville beat Bartlett, and it wasn't a fluke. They were just flat out the better team, and they proved it again today. This is a Cookeville Lady Cavalier team that it was go time for. We said that this entire season, built on the back of a prolific senior class that now, without question, they already were, but it's not up for debate. The best senior class in the history of Cookeville Lady Cavalier basketball, and they have a chance to cap it off with a nice, shiny gold ball. They'll play for one tomorrow. It'll be a tough game. It will not be against Bradley Central. Cookeville earned the win tonight. Congratulations to Jamie Gillis and this basketball team. One more to go. This was not the goal, but my goodness, what a time to be a Lady Cavalier fan.
Cookeville runs off the floor. They win tonight 74-68, and they will play for the 4A state title tomorrow at 4 against the winner of Sevier County and Blackman. And how about this, Noah? We got 3 Mr. and Miss Basketball winners. We've got 3 chances for a gold ball in 3 different classifications tomorrow here in the Glass House. The 2A game up first at 11, followed by the 3A game and then the 4A game. And we are going to be here, boots on the ground, all 3 games with audio broadcasts coming from White County and Cookeville and website coverage in all 3. You said it. You say it all the time. You've said it all year. The Upper Cumberland girls basketball is the best in the country. And that is why, right there, it's proved. We've got 3 games coming up tomorrow on Saturday.
3 up, 3 down, 3-0 today. We've said it this entire season, best in the country. And it was because they would go across the country and blow everybody out. And this year, this is my 10th time covering the state tournament here in Murfreesboro. That's hard to believe, first of all. We have always had great girls basketball. The tradition in the Upper Cumberland is unbelievable. This year, top to bottom, felt like the strongest year we've had.
Well, we said it all season. At the start, even before the season started.
The reality is, we measure success in the Upper Cumberland by gold balls.
That's right.
But there are 3 opportunities and 3 great opportunities for York Institute, White County, and these Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. What a performance today to be the better team throughout the contest, to get a worthy adversary. Bartlett is a very good team. 3 straight state championship game appearances. They showed that kind of moxie today without Tania Dirksen.
I was just going to say, that's a very banged-up Cookeville team right now,
Carolee Gilbert a little bit hobbled out there. Lauren Gillis gets clocked. I thought she broke her jaw. Got clocked.
And then got hit again.
They're going up against 6'3", 6'4" bigs with nobody probably over 5'11", even on the floor for Cookeville, and they battle and they find a way to win the basketball game. Just a sensational victory for this Cookeville team that they just know how to win. And I told you, when they got hit, they weren't going to blink. They didn't blink, and they find a way to beat Bartlett today.
Final score once again, 74-68. Cookeville gets the job done. It is their 30th win on the season. They are 30-4, and they will play for a gold ball tomorrow against one of these two teams that are out on the floor right now in Sevier County and Blackman. Let's quickly go through some of these final stats for the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. Some great performances led by those two seniors in number 1 and number 3. Like you mentioned, 24 points for Carolee Gilbert tonight. She also had 6 rebounds in the ball game. For Allie Gillis, she finished with 23 points in the contest with 5 rebounds and 3 assists in the contest. She also had 2 blocks and 2 steals. Charlie Roby finishes with 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists in the ball game as well. But it's the bench play that have led the Lady Cavaliers here to this state championship run, in the state championship title game, I should say, in Callie Gilbert and Lauren Gillis. And today, it was Morgan Davis who checked in and hit a couple of big-time threes in the second quarter. And again, going back to the pregame interview that you guys weren't able to listen to because we didn't have time to get to it, but Coach Gillis talked about it. With her program, it's the next player up mentality, and that's how it has been this whole postseason, and they have absolutely needed it in the last 3 games. They have dealt with all kinds of foul trouble and now the injuries as well. Tanaya Dirksen didn't even play today. She is one of the best defenders in the Upper Cumberland who brings size to this Cookeville team, and Cookeville is still able to get the job done. A tip of the cap to those Lady Cavaliers, but the job is not finished. 74-68 the final tonight, and they will have one more game. We have 3 state championship games coming up tomorrow. First up at 11 o'clock, York Institute will take on Huntington. That'll be website coverage presented by Risher Roofing. Following them, 2:15, 1:30 are the White County Warriorettes and Dyersburg. And then after that, at 4 o'clock, the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers will take on the winner of Sevier County and Blackman. It's the best teams in each classification playing in those championship games. It's no different this year. Those are going to be 3 unbelievable state title basketball games coming up tomorrow, and we'll see how many gold balls are coming back to the UC. We are not done today. You've got to pick the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game, and then I'll let you know what's coming up next.
Yeah, listen, Allie Gillis was sensational, and it's a huge tip of the cap. Lauren Gillis on the defensive end, how key was she? Carolee Gilbert, 7 of 16, 3 of 6 from long range, 24 points, 6 rebounds for Carolee in this game. Only 1 turnover for number 1, and I think the biggest moment of this basketball game, you have the run for Bartlett, the absurd technical foul, which again, I'm giving credit to Jacob Benson for changing the officiating in the second half. I've never seen it. Nobody will be able to tell me I'm wrong about that. You should have seen what I saw, but regardless, in that second half, they then get those free throws, they come back, and immediately Carolee Gilbert reigns in a corner 3. And it went, Cookeville still okay. She is the tone setter, and Carolee Gilbert is the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the game.
Tremendous basketball game for the senior today. Carolee Gilbert leads the way with 24 points, gets the job done, and the Lady Cavaliers will play for the 4A state title tomorrow at 4 o'clock. We will have broadcast coverage of that basketball game. Coming up later tonight, I'm going to make my way home back to the Upper Cumberland, get into the studio shed, and we're going to have the UCR basketball show presented by Fire and Vine State Championship preview, because we've got 3 games to talk about, and we'll know who Cookeville is playing by that time as well. So hope you tune in. Coming up, the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. We're going to plan on about 7:30. We got to get some post-game stuff done for this game with Cookeville, and then obviously we'll have that show coming up later tonight for the UCR basketball show, and we'll preview all 3 state title games coming up tomorrow.
A couple of big shout-outs. How about Madison McKay down there in the end of press row?
Absolutely.
She's running the scoreboard, keeping it so everybody knows what's going on tonight. Turner Toe Pros, we appreciate them for being the presenting sponsor of tonight's game. If you want to sponsor, if you want to be a part of tomorrow's game, we get extra time, their TV timeout. So we have a lot of time when you talk about your business. Much longer. Make sure you send a message to our page. It'll be the most eyes on anything in the Upper Cumberland, in the state tomorrow. Will be on what we're producing. How about big shout out to Goose, pumping out the content right now.
Hardest working man in sports.
Ian, Jonathan, CJ for helping us out this week. We have been here in Murfreesboro for every game. We will be here for every game tomorrow.
3 more.
As I'm speaking, I'm working on a graphic to post about this game as we shine a huge spotlight on the student athletes in the Upper Cumberland. It's important not to talk about it, but to be about it, and the team is about it. We appreciate the sponsors for helping us be here, but a great job by the crew, you included, Jacob. Absolutely. Making sure everybody knows what these student athletes are doing in the Glass House. It's tough when games are at 9 a.m. on a Wednesday, but we're here bringing it to you. We appreciate you for watching, and we appreciate the sponsors for making it possible. Take note of who's in the building. UCR is in the building.
Shout out to Noah for putting this whole thing together as well. It is a well-oiled machine, and we will be here for 3 more games coming up tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today's broadcast has been presented by the Turner Tow Pros. For any of your towing needs, you can reach out to the Turner Tow Pros. You see their logo top left-hand corner of your screen. Reach out to them, 615-487-4368. Family-owned and operated business, and they're going to make sure that you're comfortable and you're right and headed on the right track. Turner Tow Pros. Reach out to them if you're ever in need of a tow. That'll do it for us today. A great couple of basketball games. York, White County, Cookeville, all playing for state championships coming up tomorrow in the Glass House. That'll do it for us. For Noah McKay, I'm Jacob Vincent, and the rest of the crew here at UCR saying so long from Murfreesboro.